All right, today we're at Ellsworth Park in Danville, Illinois. I have played the front nine here before, but now that they've got 18 holes, I come back over here to play the whole thing. Didn't make a video first time anyway, so today we're going to play it all. I know they have a couple cool shots. You can see the pedestrian bridge that goes over the river over here. You actually have a shot over the river, which will be fun. And I'm kind of excited to see what they got back in the new back nine. So anyway, let's go give it a shot. Hole one, 310 feet. These pads are nice. These are pretty wide, pretty long. These are nice tee pads. And the signs that I'm seeing look extremely nice also. So yeah, first hole looks fantastic. The basket's Innova disc catchers, I believe. So everything looks good. I'm gonna throw two off the top. I just got out of the car and it's windy. Pretty good wind, right to left. Left to right, I mean. So we're gonna throw the Insanity first, and then we're gonna throw a Halo disc because this might flip over anyway. So here we go. It only looks like it's about 20 feet from the basket, so we'll try the Halo Valkyrie just so I can get kind of warmed up. All right, Halo was a little bit shorter, so we'll probably take the Insanity. All right, it's pretty windy, and we're starting with a 40-footer. Pixel. I was worried it was going to lift it up. Go ahead and start hole one with a par. Hole two, 280 feet, par three. I got caught up in the tree a little bit. All right, this tree caught me up, and now I got another tree in my way, so I'm just going to try to throw an Anheuser putt close to it. Get the par. That's good enough. Start off with two pars. Hole three, par three, 210 feet. I'm going to use my origin and try to flip it up a little bit. Land somewhere in the fairway, hopefully. Up there close to the top of the hill. All right, I'm not in a good position. That's horrible. Definitely struggled with this hole. Hole four, 475 feet. I'm not sure where the basket is. I think I'm just going to throw this Insanity on a little bit of Anheuser and try to get it to go around the tree maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure where I'm going, so I wish this was a par four, not a par three, since I don't know. It's a good throw. I just don't know where it went. I believe I hit this tree. I've got 214 feet left, so I'm going to throw the balance on a forehand because I really don't have another line to get there. So let's just see what happens. Hope we can get there. Wow, I went way too far. I threw it over it. All right, right, probably on the edge of circle, maybe 31, 32. I need to make this to save par. Guess I'm just gonna play the par train today. Par 5, 265 feet. Par 3, I'm gonna throw a T-bird. I think I'm gonna go over this small tree and then probably just play Plinko in the big trees because this basket's underneath a bunch. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we went through the trees. We got a putt. I don't like anything to be easy, so I guess we're gonna straddle out to the right. Try to get a birdie. Straddle putting is not my thing, but oh yeah, that's horrible. Horrible putt. Give me another par. All right, hole 6, 264 foot par 3. Definitely a forehand line. I'm gonna try to flex a destroyer up there. My forearm is not very strong, so hopefully we can get this there. Come back. We're putting. Right edge of circle again. Straight headwind this time. Oh, take it. All right, we're on hole 7A. If you don't want to throw across the bridge, you can play on the other side, 7B. 603 feet, par 4. So, I'm gonna throw the insanity up in the air and let the wind take it. Middle of the fairway, ain't it?
Okay.
All right. I see standing water up there. I don't know how they play this course. I'm assuming the road's not OB. I don't know. I'm playing it as not OB. I'm going to throw a Halo Valkyrie because I do not want to end up in the river. So I want this coming back to the left. Yeah, we made it around all the poles. I'm just going to toss my Sky God up there. Get down. Let's get this par. And I think we're 1 under for the day so far. Hole 8, par 3, 308 feet. As you can see, we're under the overpass now. I'm gonna throw a felon and try to get it to turn to the right because the basket's tucked away on the right. Or not a felon, a function. So. That could be really good. It went way back here. We ended up under this tree. Now we got a long jump putt. All right, we're under the basket, so we're taking another par. Another par. All right, this is hole 9, I think. Hole 9, 375 foot par 3. Goes back to the right. I'll try to put my insanity on a little Anheuser. See if we can get her back here. I don't know where the basket is yet. I think it's back here in the middle of those trees, so hopefully we can just get back here close. I should be able to at least see the basket from there. All right. Try to throw the balance around the tree, not go too long. Oh, shit. Shoot. It's probably going to be another par. All right. Sorry about that. I don't mean to use that violent language on the course, but I thought I threw it way too far and it was going in the river. Another par. We're going to start the back nine, which I have never played before. Hole 10, 344 foot, par 3. The basket's to the left, so you got to be careful. This is the river right here on the other side of these weeds. So, I don't know. They got some massive tee pads. These things are huge, wide. These are nice. These even look bigger than the front nine. So, all right, let's just try to get this back here close. Safe. Oh, shoot. That's in the river. All right, my insanity hit the pylon there, went into the river. Can't find it, so I'm taking a drop right here on the OB line. And this is for par. All right, we got a putt. Double bogey, and my favorite driver is gone. Hole 11, 306 feet. What is this? Par 3. I do not like this shot. There's a lot of forehand shots that I really don't have. So we're going to try going to the right of these two trees and coming back in with an overstable Halo Valkyrie. It's a little short, but it went exactly where I wanted it to. Got a long one, probably 60. Oh, way too far left. All right, let's try to save par. Hole 12, 281 foot par 3 over there behind that little tree. Try to throw a forehand that way. Come back. All right, I think we're right there on the edge of the woods and the bank. Another par. All right, hole 13, par 4, 729 feet, straight down. It's probably gonna take 3 shots to get there. Throw the Valkyrie. All right, I think we still got a lot of feet to go. All right, we can get to the basket from there. All right, I'm gonna do a standstill with the rock. About 215. Left ourselves a 30 footer, probably 35, 37 foot for par. Whoa, that was close. That was a bogey. Hole 14, par 3, 272 feet. You can't see the basket. It's back around the corner there. I'm gonna throw a rock and just try to keep it out of the woods. I'm gonna try to throw this one flat. Perfect. I haven't had many birdie opportunities, so maybe we can get one. I went through the chains and got lucky to get caught in the basket. Hole 15, 764 feet, par 5. It goes all the way to the end and turns left back in the woods somewhere. So we're gonna try throwing this Valkyrie, hopefully over the ducks, but they are probably right where they shouldn't be. All right. I might even try going a little bit left. I don't want to hit them. All right. I feel better. I didn't want to hit the ducks. Let's see if I can turn this corner with my rock 3. It's going to have to be high. Oh. All right, this is muddy and slick. Oh, crap. I fell as I threw it. Bogey. I'm just glad to have that hole done. Hole 16, 492 foot par 4. Wow, I glanced off the tree. Oh shoot. Well, we got a putt. All right, I don't know the score anymore. I think that was a birdie, but I'm not even sure of that. So I'm not gonna guess. It'll be at the bottom of the screen. Hole 17, par 3, 307 feet. I'm gonna try to hang my Valkyrie out on the right and have it come crashing back down. Go around the trees. That's pretty good. All right, I crashed down kind of early. I still got probably 70 or 80 feet. All right, we'll just take a par and go to hole 8. Par. We made it. Last hole. Hole 18, 310 feet, par 3. You can see it up there to the right of the tree a little bit. I'd love to have my Insanity that's in the river. But I guess I use my Valkyrie instead and just try to get it as close as I can. All right, I got a par. I have no idea what my score is, but it'll be right down here. As far as this course goes, the tee pads are awesome. The signs are awesome. The basket's fantastic. Everything about this is like, it's like brand new. It is really, really nice. Things circle around pretty good to where you'd probably only need U-disc going from hole 9 to hole 10. Other than that, they kind of follow each other around, so they're not real hard. Hole 15, took a left turn and went way up in the woods I wasn't expecting. That definitely was not my favorite hole. That was quite a climb to get to the top of that one. Other than that, as far as U-disc goes, you can probably find your way around pretty easy. It'd be nice if there are some I guess now that we're down here, there's a pavilion, so there are picnic tables where you can sit down. And there's about 15 trucks driving by at the same time. All right. Up by holes 1 and 2, there's actually a building that looked like restrooms and stuff. See, it looks like you do have some amenities here also. The playing over the river is kind of cool. Yeah. It's a hike though. I will say this. When you get on the back 9, these holes are 600-700 foot. Lots of them. You're throwing quite a few shots to get to the basket if you got a lower arm speed like I do. This is a back 9 for big arms and gunners for sure. One thing I will say that I've noticed here that I didn't notice at a lot of other courses, the pars here are pretty accurate. You're not gonna, well, I'm not gonna shoot. I can go some places and shoot 10 down. Here, I don't even know if I shot even. I mean, these pars are legit for someone that throws around 300 feet. Can't really. Do you know anything? Oh yeah. I don't know who created this course. I've seen his name, but I don't know who he is. If I had to guess, I'd say he's left-handed, or if he's right-handed, he's forehand dominant. There are a lot. I've never really noticed it before. There seem like a lot of left-handed shots on this course, especially along the water. So be careful. I mean, I hit a pylon and lost a disc. You do play along the water here on the back 9. You cross it and play along it. Only one hole on the front 9. So, but other than that, it's a great course, great condition. It's really nice. On U-disc, I think it's rated 3.9. I'll go ahead and agree. I'll give it a 4. Yeah. That's about all I have. So if you enjoyed this content, subscribe and follow along, and have a good day.